Hi everyone, welcome to Kate's Fashion Flips and welcome to the 19th day of Vlogmas THRIFTMAS. Can you believe we're almost in the 20s? Christmas is so soon. I'm so excited. If you don't know already, my name is Kate and I'm a part-time reseller. I resell mostly clothing. Right now, I am headed to Ross. I've taken you guys to Ross on this Vlogmas THRIFTMAS series so many times, but this is an emergency trip to Ross because last night I was looking at my daughter's preschool paper because she has a Christmas party today, and so I wanted to make sure I had all the details correct. And I remembered that I needed to get her a gift that needs to be wrapped and that needs to have her name on it for a preschool gift exchange. So this morning I gathered my daughters up and we are headed to Ross to pick out a gift for the gift exchange. And then later today, we are actually driving down to, up, because I live in Utah, so we're driving up to Idaho to visit my husband's family for a couple of days for Christmas. So that'll be fun. Last night, in preparation for the long-ish drive, it's like 3.5 hours. So in preparation for the drive to Idaho, what I did was I took pictures of basically all the inventory that was ready that I had. So not inventory that needs to be stain treated or something else, but all the inventory that was ready and able to list, I listed, or I took pictures of last night. So that way on the drive to Idaho today, I can be in the car and list all of that inventory and get that inventory listed, which is what you want. All right, guys. So I just dropped my daughter off at preschool. We found a gift at Ross. It was like a sensory kinetic sand thing kit. And we bought that, got home, wrapped it. I also packed all my clothes that I need for our trip to Idaho. Still got to pack my daughter's clothes and toiletries and stuff, but at least I got my clothing over with. You gotta go potty? Well, seems like my daughter's gotta go potty. Like my shirt, it says slay all day. This is the shirt we found at Savers a couple days ago. Anyway, I'm headed to the thrift store right now for just a quick pop in, and I might do a little bit of vlogging / filming while I'm there. Where are we going, Meadow?
To the store.
What kind of store?
Shop.
It's the thrift store. Yeah. Got a new cart of shoes. Those are cute. What size are those? Oh, they're Coolber by UGG. They're like little girl shoes. Those are cute. Okay, so I'm going to do a voiceover for this thrifting trip. But check out these Danskos in this beautiful multicolor colorway. I literally found this exact same Dansko style just the other day at a different thrift store. I usually start out every thrift trip in the shoe section. Here is a pair of sneakers that I found from the brand Fabletics. I didn't even know Fabletics made sneakers, but looking up comps, they were terrible, as well as the sell-through rate, so I left them. Meadow's taking a break. I always find good shoes hidden here in the boot section. Here's a pair of tall black leather Clark's boots. And although I don't usually get the brand Clark's, these had really good comps even for $12, so I got them. I really lucked out in the shoe section today. Here is a pair of Brooks. I have not found a good pair of Brooks in a while. These have a little bit of darkening on the side sole, but still in really good condition. Here is a pair of Solomon shoes. They're boys' boots, and I got these because comps looked great. Vionic has become one of my favorite shoe brands to sell, much like Dansko, and these were a really nice pair of boots, which I happened to grab. Torrid boots, depending on the style, can actually resell very well. Here is a pair of camo printed Torrid ankle boots, and I saw comps for around $25 to $30, so I did buy these. Here we have another pair of Vionic shoes. This is a beautiful pair of black leather Vionic flats. These probably retailed for over $100, and I got them for just $6. Here is a new Bolo bread and butter shoe brand. We have these Skechers foamies. They're kind of like Crocs, and comps were really good. And did I find a third pair of Vionic shoes? Yes, I did. Here is a pair of suede slip-on Vionic sandals. We're not in the right season, but I'm happy to wait on these. Do you remember how we found those black suede Coolabara by UGG boots in the beginning? Well, here is another pair of UGG Coolabara shoes, but this is a pair of sandals, like new condition, so I had to grab these. The last pair of shoes I found this day was another pair of Dansko sandals. These were also in great condition. I love selling Danskos. I only spent a little bit of time looking in the clothing section. I did get this purple Disney Parks pullover because it was only $4, and then I got this New with Tags Orvis t-shirt because it was also only $4. This should sell between $18 and $22. At this point in time, I was looking at the new rack, and I did find this kind of Y2K baby doll knit white sweater shirt, so I got that, but I didn't find anything else while looking at the new rack. I found this Lafayette 148 kind of blazer jacket, but they wanted $12 and the faux leather was peeling, so I left that behind. Nowadays, I leave behind a lot of J. Jill. This was a J. Jill blazer, but it's an older label, so easy pass. Here's a newish to me great bread and butter brand. The brand is Cowboy Hardware. This button-up should sell between $20 and $25. We just got done thrifting. It was a pretty good thrift trip. I didn't spend that much time in the clothing section because I ran out of time, so I got probably like 4 pieces of clothing, the ones that I showed you, and one of them is for me. But we struck gold in the shoe section. I got like 10 pairs of shoes. I got 2 pairs of Danskos, 3 pairs of Vionics, 2 pairs of Kookaburra by UGG. Oh, it was a really good day. I did pay up for those black Clark boots, but I saw comps for like $40 to $45. Usually I wouldn't pay $12 for Clarks, but for tall black leather boots, that's a pretty substantial style. Headed home now. Gonna pick up my daughter from preschool, finish packing for Idaho, and then maybe do a little bit of cleaning up. I need to tidy this car. I still have 2 bags right there from my neighbor that I need to go through, and then I have a bag right down there that I was gonna use at consignment. I was gonna use it for trade-in credit, but then I never brought it in. So that is where I'm headed right now. Now let's talk about what sold for me in the past 24 hours. Poshmark again was very, very, very slow. I have one Poshmark sale and it is not good. So it is this club room size extra large men's merino wool sweater. I have had this forever. I got this at the bins, so I probably paid $2 and it sold for $10 on Poshmark. I had this listed much higher, then I kept lowering the price. I think I reduced the price to like $12 and then it sold when Prime Lister sent out my discount, so it sold for $10. But I have like 2 other club room pullovers that are not selling. I don't know why. I picked them up based on material makeup, but yeah, I can't get them to sell, even with a ton of keywords like preppy, teacher, business casual, nothing. Nothing is having that sell. Over on Depop, I sold this, well, it is still new with tags, but when I was pulling the coat off the hanger, I think it was held by a safety pin. Anyway, this came off, so I'm just going to put that with the package, and I'll just message her saying that the new with tags thing came off. But it is this new with tags Cynthia Rowley, whoops, that's backwards, Cynthia Rowley wool blend coat. This is also a plus size. It's a size 3X. New, I paid $15, but comps looked solid, and so it sold on Depop for $40, which is wonderful. I will take that, make sure I don't lose that new with tags tag. And then on eBay, I sold a bundle for $55, and then I think that I also have 15% off that $55 sale. But it was a bundle, and I think I've only ever sold one other bundle on eBay. Maybe I never have. I was very confused because it showed up as one sale, but then there were 2 listings in that sale, and I was like, this is a bundle. I've never sold a bundle. Anyway, the 2 things in the bundle were this Zara sweater dress. I had this really cool stock photo of a woman wearing this. Actually, no, it wasn't even a stock photo. It was just like from a random woman's personal Instagram. And I just stole her photos and I used them to sell that. And then also in the bundle is this Free People dress, which I just listed. Got this at Uptown Cheapskate. It's kind of this puckered dress, kind of an interesting piece. But yeah, happy that that sold. And then the other sale on, I'm trying to think. Oh, I totally forgot. I have a pair of Merrell sneakers that I didn't show you guys. I'll pull them out after this video, but I sold this pair of Merrell sneakers for $20. I've had these forever. I think I paid $6, but good riddance to them because I've had them for so long. But the other sale on eBay is this skirt from the brand Just Cruising, and it's a free size, which I hate when it says free size or one size fits all, because one size does not fit all. And it's not a free size because not everyone is going to be able to wear one piece of clothing. This waistband is a little bit stretched out, but I think it said it measured at like a size extra large. Anyway, skirts like this that are tiered and midi to maxi length sell pretty well for me. This sold for $18, and I got this at the bins, so I probably paid $2. And then on Mercari, I made a sale. So I guess we have sales on all 4 platforms. Here's another Free People. This is just a Free People purple floral tunic. And I'm headed to Idaho today. But it's funny because I remember I got this when I was thrifting in Idaho, and it was on the dress section. And so I thought it was a mini dress until I got home. I realized this is too short to be a mini dress, and it's a tunic. So I paid $8 for this. 8 or 7. So way too much for a Free People tunic. Sold for $16 on Mercari, which was an offer that I got. I had like just promoted my listing, so it went down by 5% or something, and it was at like $20 something cents, and then I got that $16 offer. And I said, sold. This Free People blouse is yours. But I need to quickly package these sales up now because we are leaving to Idaho like extremely as soon as we can. I finished packing basically. And yeah, I also need to put all of the wrapped presents in my car because I have a gift for White Elephant. And then I have a gift for my mother-in-law, a gift for my sister-in-law, a gift for my daughter that she's going to open. Anyway, I have a lot of presents to put in the car, but that is where my day is headed right now. Hey guys, so we made it to Idaho, but I just really hurt my ankle. It's like throbbing right now. It hurts so bad. We got to my husband's parents' restaurant. We ate dinner there, and I was coming down the stairs to take my daughter potty because the one upstairs was clogged, and I missed a step, and I was wearing clunky Doc Martens. And because I was holding my 2-year-old, I didn't like try to catch myself at all because I was just holding on to my daughter for dear life so I didn't drop her, right? My ankle hurts so bad. It's throbbing. And I'm just like, oh no, I don't think it's broken, but it could be. I think it's just sprained. But like the pain just getting worse as we go on. And I'm like, this is totally going to affect thrifting tomorrow because if we need to go to the hospital or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, it already looks kind of swollen. So anyway, that is how my night is going. We're probably going to head to our hotel check-in, put our daughters to bed, and then I will need to edit this Vlogmas Thriftmas. Oh my gosh. Ooh, the pain's getting worse. Okay. See you guys in a sec. Hey guys, it is the next day now, and I said on a post on YouTube that I was going to make a Vlogmas Day 19 and then a Vlogmas Day 20 and post them both today, but I think I'll just combine them into one. That way I don't do a double post in one day, and then it'll be easier on me. I don't have to do an intro and everything again. We are actually at Goodwill right now, and I want to go in. I want to go thrifting, but I cannot because my ankle still hurts so bad. I can't put weight on it. It even hurts to like hop because I'm still kind of straining the muscles in my ankle on my left foot. So my husband just ran into Goodwill to see if we can buy some crutches so I can walk around, and then if I feel up to it, maybe I'll take you guys thrifting with me. But it sucks that I like sprained my ankle, or yeah, hurt it. I don't think I broke it because I didn't have like a numb, tingly feeling, and I was reading up on Google breaks versus sprains, but we will have to see. But that is where my day is headed. Hopefully I can take you guys thrifting later. Well, my husband could not find me crutches, but he found me like a little granny walker. And so I'm gonna use that. I'm not gonna let my little injury keep me from thrifting. So my husband just took our girls to his mom's house. They're gonna play because my husband's younger brother and sisters are younger, and so my daughters are gonna play with them, and they have a bunch of toys and everything, so they're gonna stay at his mom's house while I go thrifting with my little granny walker, and I'm gonna try to do some footage while I'm in there. The walker that my husband got me, he only paid $6 for, and it retails for $68 at Walmart, and it was brand new. So crazy. It can hold up to 350 pounds. All right, guys, second day, second thrift store. Here's a new to me brand called Trotters. This was a pair of like new sandals, and although they won't sell now, I'm willing to wait until they sell in the summertime. Is it just me, or did anyone else know that J. Jill made shoes? Because I did not. This was a really cute pair of orange suede loafers, but there was too much wear, so I had to leave them, unfortunately. Goodwill definitely annoys me with their pricing, but this was a pair of Danskos, which I did decide to get. They were $12.99, but I really liked the tassel detail. I felt like that added value, so I'm going to list them for $40. Came across this pair of Heelys times Star Wars sneakers. The comps were actually not that good, and they wanted $13, so I had to leave them. Born ankle boots have been selling so well for me this winter and fall season, so I had to get these. They were reasonably priced and in pretty good condition, and so I'm really excited to list these. I may be down for picking up a lot of sandals right now to resell, but I could not resist getting these crispy, clean, no flaws Jack Rogers sandals. Oops, I did it again. Here is a pair of sandals from Tommy Bahama, but these were like new, and so I feel like these will sell really well when we get closer to summer. Here's a random bolo for you. The brand is Jen Groover. This is the Butler bag, which is the good style. This is new with tags, and new with tags sell for $40 to $50. Here's another obscure bolo bag brand. The brand is Sparks and Sparrow, and this briefcase should sell around $50, so I paid up to $13 for it. I really do love reselling bras. Here is a new to me brand called For Less. This bra was new with tags and should sell between $20 and $30. This pair of new with tags American Eagle wide leg baggy jeans was just chilling on a random rack. They did want $9, but because it's such a good style and new with tags, I'm going to shoot high at around $35. I love this find. It's one of the only dresses I found to resell here at this Goodwill. This is a Baltic born new with tags maxi dress, no flaws, stunning. This should sell around like $40, I'm thinking. Super happy with this find. I do not pick up Sundance to resell anymore unless it's a very specific piece. This is the older Sundance label, but I feel like this piece is very bohemian, gives Free People vibes, so I do want to test it out. Check out these bug embroidered Zara jeans. I could not find an exact comp for this style, but Zara embroidered jeans were going for around $40 on eBay. I left behind these J. McLaughlin pants because I recently picked up a pair of J. McLaughlin pants out, and I want to see how those perform before I pick up another pair. J. Crew is a hit or miss brand, but I wanted to get these dress pants from J. Crew because they're brown, which is a trending color, and they were in a tall size. I quickly perused the men's section here at this Goodwill, and I found this new with tags Tommy Bahama men's pullover in a larger size. I don't usually get the brand Tommy Bahama, but this was an amazing find. I just finished at the Goodwill here in Idaho Falls. If you're ever in Idaho Falls and you run into me at the Goodwill, let me know. You probably won't. I'm not down here a lot, but this is where my husband's family lives. It was fun. There were a lot of sections that I just didn't look through. I started to look in the women's sweater section, but it was so tightly compact, and I already looked in a lot of sections at Goodwill. I'm ready to go home. My foot is so tired. Not the one that got hurt, not my ankle on my left side, but my right side of my body is tired because I've been putting all the weight on that side. So I think I'm going to head home, although there is this thrift store very close to where my husband's family lives, and it's called St. Paul de Vincent, I think. And I've thrifted there before, but I've only thrifted there once for resale because they price up basically everything. But currently, I saw a sign that said 50% off everything, so I don't know if that is actually for everything and if it is a sale going on right now. So I kind of want to check because I remember finding really good brands there, but I didn't want to pay up for anything. So maybe we should check it out real quick, and then that will be at the end of Vlogmas Thriftmas Day 19 and 20. Okay guys, I did decide to pop into St. Vincent de Paul, and I'm so glad I did because I found this Cody James cowboy hat and everything was 50% off. Here is a pair of Lands' End corduroy wide leg pants, which had excellent comps, so I grabbed both of these. I found another pair of American Eagle jeans, which I did grab because they're flare leg, woot woot, and I think I paid less than $5, so that's amazing. I did leave behind this new with tags Tommy Bahama because it was a woman's piece and more simple, and I just didn't feel like looking up comps or anything, and yeah, I just left it. Maybe that was a bad decision. Let me know down below. There is an older Hollister piece. I don't think it's technically Y2K. I think it's more like 2010s. But I feel like I could sell this for maybe like $20, so I'm going to test it out. I'm not the best with style-based stuff, but this was pretty cheap, so I'm going to try it. do not have great luck with selling the brand Express at all, but this was a new with tags Express men's sweater. And so I looked up comps on eBay and they were actually pretty decent. Soft Surroundings is another hit or miss brand. This was a thermal piece, and thermal is selling really well right now. And I've sold a style similar to this in a different brand, and so I have a good inkling about this. I came across this pair of Miss Me jeans, and they had a lot of bejeweling on the booty area, and so I think that these will fetch a higher price than they could have. I mentioned earlier in this video how I don't pick up a lot of Torrid, but this was a Torrid sweater dress with a fun saying on it, and the price was right, so I picked it up. This was really cool. Here are a bunch of Torrid Pride collab denim mini skirts. They're all new with tags. They have a rainbow embroidery on them. And I saw comps for around $18 to $25. And so I got the largest size and I just got one of them to test it out. I think I paid $4 for it and I'm expecting at least a $10 profit at the end of the day. I missed these Ariat jeans the first time, but then when I walked past the denim section again, the Ariat logo caught my eye, and so I was super excited to grab these. Okay, let's do a quick run through of everything I didn't show you yet at St. Vincent de Paul. This is a BOC faux leather purse. I've sold one of these before. This one was marked at $12, which means I only paid $6. And then this is a pair of Ariat slippers. I should get around $20 for those. This is an orange by Anthropologie scarf. I paid around $3 to $4 for this. It didn't have nice material makeup or anything like that, but it was very soft and it should still sell well. And then here is a pair of cowboy boots from a brand I can't remember, but they start with a letter J. And the sell-through rate for this particular brand was amazing. There were 4 listed, 5 sold, and they sold between $50 and $60. So yes, please. And then down here, I am reaching for more shoes. I ran out of room on the top of the cart because the cart was very small. Here is a pair of men's Echo slip-ons. These were very clean, had no wear at all. I came across a few other pair of Echo shoes at this thrift store, but those ones had too much wear. And then here is a really nice pair of Talbot's Wedge cheetah print heels. These are so nice. And yeah, that is everything I got for resale here. Hey guys, so I did decide to go to St. Vincent de Paul, and I was correct. They did have 50% off of everything, which is great because I found a lot of good pieces, but I would not have paid full price. There were even some pieces that I still left behind because even half off, it wasn't worth it. Like I found 2 pairs of Lululemon men's pants. I would have probably paid most $8 for a pair of those, but they were marked at $25 each. And so that would be, how much would that be? Like $12.50, which is crazy. And those only sell for like $25 to $35. But I did find a lot of other good pieces that I showed you. I felt kind of awkward going through that shoe haul because they were packed. Like they were popping off, and it's a pretty small thrift store, probably because of their sale. And I don't know if it's just today. But with that being said, I am headed back to my parents' house. We're going to eat dinner, an early dinner, because his parents own a restaurant and we kind of had like a late breakfast. So I skipped lunch. But that is the end of today's Vlogmas Thriftmas day 19 and 20. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. We did lots of thrifting. In today's video, we went to 3 different thrift stores together. So lots that I need to edit, but I appreciate you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.